Peter is speaking about our royal inheritance that we get from the King of the universe. Jesus came down as God's begotten Son, not that God gave birth to a son. That's not really the case. It's that God accepted Jesus as Adam's replacement, the second Adam, and through Jesus Christ we get the lost inheritance of Adam. And my friends, that's a glorious inheritance. It says that it fades not away. It's reserved in heaven for you. And we read last time, you can see in the link, that we are kept by the power of God through faith. It's through faith that this is made possible. Now I want to look at verse 6. Wherein ye greatly rejoice. So we rejoice over our inheritance. Are you celebrating what God has created for you, what God has reserved for you in the heavens? It says, wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations. Here is an instance where a literal version like the King James, especially the King James, using early modern English, can be very choppy and difficult to read for some. I include myself in that some. But I hold this very valuable because it's a literal word-for-word translation, so I highly recommend that you compare it with a more readable word-for-word translation and then maybe a thought-for-thought translation like the NLT, which is worded very beautifully but has some inaccuracies. However, what is this saying? He says, in our Christian experience, we go through great heaviness. This is like a trial where we feel like we're in a vice grip and we're being squeezed. We have the life being squeezed out of us. Do you ever feel like that? Like there's trouble coming from all 4 points of the compass? Maybe your bank is overdrafting, you got a rash on your leg, and your family is in disarray. Your uncle's in jail for the fourth time. Your dog needs new heartworm pills. There's just trouble coming from all directions. You're starting to get arthritis and whatnot. So we're in great heaviness through this life. Even though we have this heavenly inheritance, that does not negate the fact that things are tough down on earth. And it says, through manifold temptations. That means many temptations. Not only do we have great heaviness and struggles, but we also have temptations. And just as our faces and our history is different, we all have different types of temptations. Some people, their temptations are chiefly through sensual things and lusts. Others, it's gluttony, it's food. Others have a problem being lazy. They have the sin of sloth. Others are greedy. Others love power. But we are to resist these temptations through the power of the Holy Spirit that Christ is giving to us.